Hi everyone. So, sorry, I always seem to get that window in the background there. Um, this is my Noah's 1 month update, and this is the. Also, I'm just going to incorporate the newborn first month whatever must-haves. So, we'll do his update first. So he is a big boy, and he's excited, and you can see he pushes off of me and. Makes lots of noise, and he's awake. You can kind of see him. Say hello. Say hello. He's very awake right now. He just spit on me, actually. He doesn't like his head tucked in unless he's sleeping. He likes his head out. If I tuck it in the carrier, he gets upset with me because he wants to look around. So I have to leave it out. So he was 8-6 at birth, 7-9 when we left the hospital, basically a day and a half later, 36 hours later. Then in his 2-day appointment, he was 7-12 when we left the hospital. He was 7-9 at his 2-day appointment. Then at his 2-week appointment, he was at 8-15, and he gained 1.5 inches too. So he's a growing boy. Do you want out of here? Do you want out of here? No, we're going to keep rocking. So he's gaining weight great. He is breastfed. What else? Anything else to update? Hi. He's at me. Not too much. Things are going pretty good. He does this face where he goes all the time. He's doing it right now. You might be able to see his lips. Ooh. I'll spin him around here in a minute so you can get a better look at him. He's doing good. Doesn't sleep through the night, but he's breastfed, so that's typical. He gets up every, I'd say, 2 to 3 hours. If he doesn't, I wake up anyway because I'm so full that I need to feed him and pump. So what I'm doing right now, I did the same thing with Isabel because she would only eat on one side. I will feed him on one side and pump the other, and then I switch so that they're getting so that they're getting even stimulation, I guess. So if I feed him on the right at 11 o'clock, I pump the left, and then I switch when he wakes up around 2 or 3 or whatever. Update, anything else update? Not too much. Things are getting easier. I was a little overwhelmed at first. And kind of sad. I didn't have postpartum, but I felt overwhelmed when my husband went to work, and I literally sat here and cried a couple days when he left. Didn't I, Bill? It's true, she says. Not that I was sad, like, overall. I was just kind of sad that he wasn't here with me. So, because I was so used to just, Belle's the age where she can fend for herself, basically. If she needs something, she can get it. I just forgot what it was like to have to carry around a little baby everything you did, so I felt overwhelmed a little bit when he went back to work, but everything's good now. We're kind of back to our normal routine. We don't really go places unless I'm with my husband because he hates his car seat, and I hate leaving him in the back by himself, so I don't like venturing out without someone in the back with him, just to kind of entertain him. Also, he's so happy right now. Also, for our update, I just introduced this past week, he was a month old yesterday, and I've tried filming this video 3 different times, and this is the last time I'm going to do it because I had so much stuff going on in the other ones, I had to delete them. But anyway, this past week, I waited until, I was 100% sure, which my milk came in really fast anyway, but I was 100% sure that he was not going to get nipple confusion. We haven't introduced a bottle. I don't want to do that. I don't want him to confuse milk feedings yet. I'm going to wait at least probably another 2 or 3 weeks till we introduce a bottle at all. And it's only going to be for when I go to work, which, if we even need it, because most of the time he's going to have to go to work. Oh, he's spitting. He's going to have to go to work with me. I work for my mom, so Grammy will have him. I only work for 3.5 hours max usually anyway. Hi. He's just staring at me, and I feel like I need to look at him. But we did introduce a pacifier, and I was completely dead set against pacifier, but it seems to help his gas. He's a gassy kid. He belches really loud like a grown man, and he farts really loud like a grown man. Hold on, Belle. Go ahead and keep coloring. So we did have a nuke in UK, I guess. Nuke. That I got as a free sample and something I had when I was pregnant. And out of desperation one night I tried it. He hated it. Didn't want anything to do with it. So I said, fine, that's good actually that he doesn't want it. The only time I give him the pacifier is in the car seat because he hates it so much. Or if he's real gassy or has hiccups. Because it seems like if I give it to him when he has hiccups, it helps the hiccups go away quicker. If he's real gassy, like in the middle of the night, I'll give it to him. But during the day, we really don't give it to him at all. Hi. I love when he's awake just looking around. So I grabbed from Walmart 4 of these. They come in a pack of 2. It's like the ones they give you in the hospital, but I didn't get any at the hospital because I didn't want any because of breastfeeding. So I do recommend if you are going to breastfeed, do not introduce pacifier until at least, I'd say, 3 weeks, maybe 4, until your breast milk is, until you're really established with breastfeeding. I probably could have introduced it sooner, but I wanted to be safe. And like I said, it was just out of desperation, just because of the car seat, and it does help. I can literally reach back and give to him, or if Belle's in the back, she can give it to him. And it's the ones that are shaped really tiny. I'm not going to transition to another kind. If he doesn't like these eventually, we'll just stop using them. I hate seeing kids with pacifiers in their mouth, like walking around and stuff, so these are just for desperate times and desperate measures, basically. He is a spitter. As you can see, I keep wiping his mouth. I think it's just because he's so gassy all the time. I did have to alter my diet. I noticed that he was spitting early afternoon, late mornings. And I figured out that it's eggs. I can't eat eggs. My husband was making me dippy eggs for breakfast in the morning and making me breakfast in bed, which was really sweet. But, oh, he's going to cuddle. I figured out that it was eggs that was making him spit up. Hi. Also caffeine, because I would have a coffee every once in a while. Caffeine makes him spit up. And dairy. I just eliminated it altogether just because I was... You know, I just bought yogurt. I was Googling, trying to figure out what else could be making him spit up. And dairy was recommended to give up too. So he's had less spit up since then, but I really have to burp him really well. And then after he eats, after he burps, about an hour later, I burp him again, just because when they eat, they produce air when they're digesting. So you have to get that out too. For his pacifier, I found this little neat thing at Kmart. I don't know where else they sell them, to tell you the truth. It just says baby bag. It has a little Velcro thing. I strap it around the car seat, and his little pacifier can go right in there so that if we need it, we can get it. So this isn't necessarily a must-have. I'll get into those things here soon. But, what in the world? I'm getting like these pop-ups on my computer. This is a new computer. But I thought this was pretty neat, so I figured I'd show you. Also, he is cloth diapered and disposable diapered. We do the disposables at night. My husband does not put cloth diapers on him. It freaks him out. He doesn't know how to do it. It overwhelms him. So if he changes his diaper, he puts a disposable on. If I change it, I put the cloth on. If you're going to cloth diaper, you do have to purchase newborn cloth diapers. The one sizes do not fit. Oh, he's going to fall asleep. Do not fit newborns snugly enough. He is currently in the Alvas. And I do have some shop diaper ones. I like the Alvas better. His current setting, I had to play with it a little bit. I couldn't figure out exactly where to put him. He goes on the first rise, and he's probably going to come out of that soon. He's probably going to open all the way up here. On one side he goes in the first one, and on the other side, for it to be perfect, I put it on the second one, and I just alternate, because if I put them both on the second, it's too tight. If I put them both on the last, it's too loose. Also, around the legs, which is this bottom button, I put them on the second one, which he's starting to get thicker thighs, so we're probably going to bump them out. They were leaking around the legs, and I couldn't figure out why, and then I bumped those in. So if you are going to cloth diaper, you do have to play with it a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect on both sides, as long as the baby's comfortable, I'd say. He did have a diaper rash when he was like a week old. So we figured out, I had just bought this big economy pack from Sam's Club of wipes. Well, it was the wipes, I think, that were doing it, that and disposable diapers, because we had to wait till his belly button fell off. until we could transition to these because they don't have the cutout. So what we are doing now is I have these everywhere we change diapers. They're spray bottles I got from Target, I think. Target or Walmart. It's just water and a little bit of baby shampoo. I keep these bins. One's in my room, one's down here in the pack and play, and I have one in the diaper bag. I have not a bin, but I have a baggie. I went to the dollar store. They're 4 for $1 baby washcloths. And I think I grabbed like 10 packs, Mom grabbed like 10, and I had some from before. They're perfect. I just spray them, wipe this bomb, throw these in the wet bag. So ever since we started doing that, it went away like pretty instantly. I also, and during diaper changes, I have little teeny Rubbermaid containers, like little salad dressing size ones, with coconut oil at everywhere we change him, in the diaper bag upstairs, down here. And when we change him, we put a little bit of coconut oil on his bum too, just so he doesn't get it again. And it has gone away, and his bum is fine. Also, he is on vitamin D supplement. I just got the Enfamil kind at Walmart. It's just over the counter. You don't really even get a prescription for them. Because he is breastfed and we live in the Northeast where there's not a lot of sun. If you lived in Florida, California, Texas, things like that, you probably wouldn't need these. Formula has vitamin D put in it, but it's to prevent rickets. If you don't know what rickets is, Google it. I'm not going to go through it. But if they don't get enough vitamin D, it can really harm them. So since he is breastfed and we live in the Northeast where it's cold half the time, he has to have vitamin D every day. So I'm going to go into must-haves really quick. This is already 11 minutes, 12 minutes, something like that. Did I forget anything update-wise? Not much. He's getting bigger. I'm not sure exactly how much he weighs now. I know he's over 9 pounds. We tried weighing him on the food scale, but it was too hard because I was afraid he'd roll off. So he'll be weighed again at 2 months. So during his 2-month update, I will let you know. So we are going to go into the must-haves. I think that's it update-wise. Yeah, so let's do the must-haves. Okay, so must-haves. I'm going to do what the must-haves were for me. Depending on what you're doing feeding-wise, sleeping-wise, things like that, your must-haves might be different. So I'm going to start with sleeping, I guess. I'll start with sleeping. He's a little bit different. He does like to be swaddled, but he doesn't like his arms swaddled. So we were using the swaddle blankets in the Woombi. He hated them. So your baby might like that, so that might be a must-have for you. For us, the must-haves are muslin blankets. And everybody was talking about them, raving about them. They are so soft and so lightweight. These are going to be perfect for summer, too. I only have 2 of them. They came in a pack of 2. I think I got them at Walmart. These ones have like little peas in the pod on them, and then the other one's green. They came in a pack. I will purchase more of these. More babies I have, I will get more of these. So I would say muslin blankets if you don't care about the material. These are perfect though. They're kind of stretchy too, especially for swaddling. I would just say blankets in general. I have some of these ones too. They're like Carter's. I use these ones when I'm downstairs. They're kind of like that flannel material. And you can use these as burp cloths too if you're in a pinch, which I have done. But I would recommend the muslin blankets. They're pricier. I think they're about $12 for 2 of them, but it's so soft on their skin and it's lightweight, and I'd highly recommend them. So that's must-have for sleeping. The other thing I have must-have for sleeping, and you can Google it. I'm not going to go upstairs and film it. It's the Rock and Play. Some people like bassinet. Some people have a co-sleeper that attaches to the bed. We've been using the Rock and Play because he can use it later. It's a little bit too deep for him though, and there's like a toy attached to the strap. So right now I have a really thin pillow laying in it until he can, well, once he can roll. He's not going to be in there with us anyway. We were going to transition him to the crib when he turned a month old, which was yesterday, but I'm not ready yet. So right now he's sleeping in the Rock and Play, like I said, on a pillow. I swaddle everything but his arms in the muslin, and that usually works. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes he just wants to be held, and we end up falling asleep with him on our chest or whatever. Don't lecture me. I know. So, yeah, so the Rock and Play is a must-have for us. at least until we're ready to transition him. Also for sleep time, beside my bed, I would say must have if you're going to have the baby in the room with you is a side table by your bed that you can put everything on so you don't have to get up. I don't get up at all. Everything from his diapers to wipes and burp cloths, pump stuff, everything is on that table. But also on that table we have a touch lamp, and it has 3 settings. It's light, higher, the highest. I would recommend that so you're not blinding your husband whenever you wake up in the middle of the night, or vice versa, whoever gets up, the baby isn't waking everybody up. So I do like that we have the touch lamp and that you can just tap it and it gets brighter, and then you tap it again and it turns off. Plus you're not trying to reach for, you know, a switch or whatever. You can just tap it. So I'd recommend that. Also for sleeping, I would recommend, I have Candy Crush on my phone. I'm not like addicted to it or anything, but when he's eating and it's dark and you're trying to stay awake, I play that. That way it kind of keeps my brain awake and I'm not falling asleep. So I'd recommend putting a game on your phone or something. I just turn the volume off and I play it at night whenever he's eating. That way, like I said, I'm not passing out. For feeding. What else? I guess this would go a long time. Oh, bedtime. We're doing bedtime, not feeding. Oh, I'm losing it. That's probably really it for bedtime. I might think of something else, but I don't know. This one's really not along any lines, but I'm wearing it right now. It's the Baby Katan. I had the Moby. I returned it. I hated it. The only prop with the Moby, good thing with the Moby is everybody can share it. It's adjustable, but it is huge, and it's like this huge process to put on. So I ordered the Baby Katan. You can only get it online at Target. It was, I think, the same price. It is so comfortable. It is so easy to put on. If he wasn't in it right now, I would show you. You literally loop both loops over your head, put your arms in each one, pull one down, and you just put them in. It looks like this in the back, and right now this guy has him dangling, but you can see how I have him. His legs are tucked in. He's more like what you see here. And it's super easy to put them in. Oh, there, you can see how to put it on right there. Over your neck. Put your arms through and it crisscrosses, and it's pretty cool. If you want to know what size to get, I wasn't sure what size to get. I got a medium. I'm 5'4", around 150-ish pounds, pre-pregnancy, whatever. I don't know what I weigh now. My chest is rather large, so medium fits perfect. It'll probably fit perfect throughout this. I was going to get a large. I'm really glad I didn't, because he probably would not have been able to sit in it without me being nervous about him falling out. So I got a medium. That's just random. Let's go on to feeding. I did kind of tell you diapering wise what we're doing, as far as, you know, the coconut oil and the cloth wipes and the diapers and everything, so I'm not going to go through that. As far as must-haves for diapering. For feeding, I had disposable breast pads. I don't really like them. They leave fuzzies on you. I prefer the washable ones. I have 2 pairs of Medela ones. They come in a 2-pair pack. And then this pair I got at Kmart the other day just because I was there, because I wanted to get more. These are the Avent ones. And there's 3 pairs in here, so there's 6 of them. It comes with, and when you wash them, the Avent ones do come with a little laundry bag that you can put them in. But I did have laundry bags. Oh, I didn't notice it was a small. That's cute. I honestly don't have a preference to which brand at all. I prefer the cloth ones because they're softer. They don't leave fuzzies on you. You can wash them. You know what I mean? And they actually hold more. If you are like a milkmaid like I am, then it'll come in handy. Let's see. I already told you about the vitamin D. Must-have feeding-wise is I have Milacon. It didn't work for him. He didn't like it. Like I said, he's a really gassy baby. One night I just could not figure out what was wrong with him, and I think it was gas. So I did try this. It's Mummy's Bliss. It's gripe water. There was rave reviews about it. However, I will warn you, it is not FDA approved. And you have to be careful. You have to, the first time you give it to them, You really do need to keep an eye on them to make sure they're not allergic to any of the natural herbs or anything that are in it. He's not. I've given it to him a couple times here and there as a last resort. I don't like giving my kids medicine or anything like that, but this literally saved my life a couple nights because he was spitting up, he was gassy, he had hiccups. Did
you say gas?
I said gassy, yes. Belle's in the dining room coloring. But I would have this at your house. It's about $10 for this bottle, and I got it at Walmart. But like I said, it's up to you. I don't overuse it. I only use it if I literally cannot figure out what's wrong with him, and he's just irritable, and it works like a charm. Make sure you burp them after you use it, because it is quite a bit that you have to give them. You have to remember their tummies are really small. It's like feeding them. So I did have to burp them, that way I didn't spit it up. Feeding wise, burp cloths. I didn't purchase burp cloths. I think it's a waste of money. I got a 10-pack of Gerber pre-fold diapers, and just to make them cute, I have 10 different prints. Actually, I might have 12 of these. There's this one, there's this one. I have all kinds of prints. These are just the ones I have down here right now. So,
Can I show them, Island?
hold on, Belle. I already have them over here, honey.
But can I show them more?
Why, is there another one?
Yeah, it's in the backpack.
She wants to show you one that's in the diaper bag. Also, feeding wise, I got this at, I just paid the shipping on this. Oh. She wants to show you this one. My husband's was Marine, or is Marine. Sorry, I have a Marine one. All right, you put that back.
Okay.
Feeding wise, nursing cover. It's Udder Covers. Udder, yeah. I think it's .com. Google it. I just paid the shipping. It adjusts around your neck. It has boning right here, so you can kind of like adjust it so you can see down in. It's literally, it's like an apron you put around your neck. I can honestly care less who looks at me when I'm nursing, but I think my husband would rather me cover up. So, Belle, can you put this back in the diaper bag?
Please.
Which reminds me, another must-have. So I do have that I leave in the diaper bag. Thank you. Another must-have diaper bag. I have a smaller one and a bigger one, depending on how long I'm going to be gone. And I always keep stuff stocked in it. I always do keep disposable diapers in it as well, just in case. You never know how long you'll be on if you're going to need it. Wet bag, if you're cloth diapering, I forgot about that as a must-have. I have a couple wet bags. I have a big one, and then I have 2 smaller ones that I keep. One by my bed at night, and I keep one down here for when we change him. Also, feeding-wise, a boppy. I have this boppy, and I also have the nursing pillow. Go to nursingpillow.com, I think it is. Google it. It might be .net or something. I got it for free. I just paid shipping. If you Google coupon codes, I'm sure you can find them. It's like something they do all the time. I think it was $12.95. I kind of like the smaller one sometimes, and I like the bigger one sometimes. So I keep one downstairs on the couch for during the day, and I keep the other one in the bedroom for at night. It really is kind of a must-have. I mean, that's probably one of my biggest must-haves. Let's see what else. Coconut oil obviously is a must-have. If you're breastfeeding, obviously storage bags. These are ones my husband just picked up. There's 100 in this. They were 18 something. The Lance, and no, however you say it. I did have the Babies R Us one. I literally filled since he was a week old. So for 3 weeks, I've pumped just what he's not eating. Like I said, I pump one side. Hold on, Bill. I've already filled 56-ounce bags. So he had to go get me more. So the other must-have is a deep freeze. We literally went and bought a half deep freeze specifically for breast milk because I did not want to put it in with the regular food and constantly be opening. I wanted them to be deep frozen because you can store them a little longer if they're deep froze as well. So that's actually in my craft room. I have a half, like it's a regular size deep freeze cut in half basically. And I got that at Kmart for $168 or something like that. You can get it anywhere though. I think Walmart sells them. Actually, Walmart had them cheaper for $138, so I don't even know why I went to Kmart and bought for $168. Too late now. So if you're going to be pumping and you're going to make a lot of milk, I'd recommend getting a freezer specifically for that. And then you're not losing milk amongst other foods and things like that, and you can keep a good order. Breastfeeding. A pump. My insurance quit covering the double pump 5 days before I had him,
so they only covered the single pump. So I wanted the pump and style, which is what I had with her. However, the nice thing about the swings, there's pros and cons to not having the pump and style. They sent me the Medela swing. It can be battery operated. I plug it in at night and use electric at night. During the day when I'm down here, I use the batteries. In the back, there's 4 AA batteries, and I just use rechargeables and keep recharging them. Downfall is it only pumps one side at a time. When I start pumping on the way to work, I will convert this tubing to a double pump. Look it up on YouTube, how to convert a single pump to a double pump. It'll show you how if you want to. You do need to purchase more tubing though, because you have to cut them. You have to get a T-shaped 1/8 by 1/8 thing at like Home Depot. And I haven't done that yet because I'm not doing it yet, but I'm going to have to order some. Amazon, you can order it already pre-cut and made for about $12, so I may just do that because I'm definitely going to have to double pump on the way to work. So that's another must-have, is I have the binder with the pump. However, if you have the binder to pump, it's for hands-free pumping. You can't use the regular Medela. You have to use ones that come apart, and I only have one, so I'm going to have to purchase another one. But that's another must-have. I have one in the sink right now because I just pumped, and I have these 4. These are must-haves. You only get one with your pump, especially if you have a single pump. Purchase more of the shields because you will need them. You don't want to be constantly sterilizing that one shield. Actually, it's in the fridge, I think, because I pumped and... Belle, did you put my thing in the fridge?
Yeah.
So I have one that it comes apart, which you have to do because you have to put the part on and then put the binder and then connect them. So I'm going to have to purchase another one. I think we're about done. I can't think of any other must-haves. Oh, ever since about 8 months pregnant, I craved orange Gatorade. I still crave it like crazy. So another must-have would be like at bedtime, especially. Always, especially if you're breastfeeding. I'm constantly thirsty, and I think it's because I'm making so much milk. Ow. Is something to drink, and I usually have 2 of these by my bed every night, and they're usually gone or almost gone in the morning. So definitely have something to drink. I try to cover all my bases before bedtime. One more must-have that I can think of off the top of my head for bath time is a tub that you don't have to put in the tub. So a tub that it's a tub in itself. We did have one that you have to put in the tub. So I didn't want to be kneeling down, especially right after you have a baby. You do not want to be kneeling down by the tub. So I got one that you can just, we put it on our bed. Like it has its own basin and everything. And it's convertible when they get a little bigger. He loves bath time too, so that's a plus. But right now we have the infant sling in it. But I would not just get one that goes in the tub because you do not want to be bending down. We haven't even used it. I wish I would never taken it out of the box because I would have taken it back to the store. But it's already out of the box and the box is demolished. So I would recommend getting a tub that you can put on a table or on your bed or wherever you want to take it because you want to be comfortable wherever you're bathing them at. And he is burying his face. I hate when he does that because I feel like he can't breathe. I think that's it. There's basics that, of course, like thermometers and things like that. Most hospitals, because they have to check their temperature so much, will give you the thermometer that they are checking the baby with in the hospital for you to bring home, or you can go get your own. So that's obviously a must-have. But these are what I typically use on a daily basis, really. I think everything here, except for the gripe water, it's only if I need it. Everything else is used on a daily basis, and it's kind of the same routine every day. Obviously, the pack and play is a must-have. We have the changing thing in it and the infant seat still in it. We'll take that out when he gets bigger and he's able to crawl and stand up and whatnot. But that's a must-have, especially if your nursery in your living area are on 2 different floors. You don't want to have to run up and down. Our house is really big. It's 1, 2, 3. It's 4 floors. His bedroom is on, we spend most of our time on the main floor, like the 2nd floor, and his bedroom's on the 3rd floor. So I don't want to be running up and down to change him or anything like that. So we have the pack and play in this corner over here, and I keep supplies and stuff there. So that's obviously a must-have. I would say 2 of the other must-haves, they were for Belle, but they are not for him, so this may be different for each child. A must-have I had for Belle was an infant seat, like the little vibrating seat, and a swing. She loved them both. He hates them both. He likes to be held. She didn't like to be held. She wanted to be left in her seats. So it may be a must-have, it may not. We literally bought the swing. He's been in it once or twice. He cries after about 2 minutes, so it's kind of a waste. We'll see if he likes it later. And the seat, like I said, he doesn't really care for it either, which is a bummer because when Belle was little, I'd just stick her in it, literally stick her up on the table in it, and I could sit at the table and work and do whatever I need to do. Him, this is how I spend my day, usually with him in here. He likes to cuddle. So I think that's about it. I'm sorry if I talked your ear off. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments below. Sorry, I just uploaded my birth video. It's a little bit crazy. So these are kind of uploaded back to back, my birth story and this. But that's okay. So we will see you again probably for his 2-month update. I do have an appointment on Monday. Today is Wednesday. I do have an appointment on Monday with her fertility specialist to talk about our frozen transfer. I got to see what time frame we're looking at. We do want to have our kids as close together as possible and just be done, which makes me kind of sad, but you know, I'm not getting any younger, so so we do have an appointment Monday for him to see him and to see what time frame we're looking at. We were thinking of in the late fall, winter-ish, like November, December. But then I read online that you can't be breastfeeding when you do it. So, and I'd really like to breastfeed him for an entire year. However, I do pump a lot and have a lot stored, so I may be able to stop sooner, but it would just depress me to have to use bottles when I hate washing bottles and things like that. So we may be waiting until next April, so I'm not sure. But we will find out on Monday. So if there's anything significant, I will post an update. Maybe not. I might just wait until his 2-month update. So I think that's it. Sorry this video is so long, but I really do go through. I went through while I was pregnant, looked at must-have videos and everything, even though I've already had a child, because there's stuff that I forget. So this is all the stuff that really helps us. If you're wondering where I got the bins, these are all from the dollar store I use. And at night I fill this up. I sterilize everything during the day, as I usually twice because I pump during the day too. And I take this up and I sit it right beside my bed at night, and I just take them off as I need them so that you're not trying to figure out parts in the middle of the night. I think that's it. Sorry again if I talked your ear off, but alright, well, Bella and I are going to, what are we going to do?
Huh?
What are we going to do, watch a movie?
I guess so.
She guesses so, we don't know.
Oh, can we also play that new game, Headbands?
No, we're playing headbands. Alright, see you guys next month, bye.